Dileep Dosan sells dosas in front of an upscale hospitality at a city in Punjab. He only sells two varieties of dosas, plain for 25 and masala for 40. His dosa stall is popular among the hospital staff members who mostly hail from South India and form his core clientele. They frequently visit his stall during office hours as they find his dosas to be reasonably priced. Though the hospital staff members can visit the upscale food court on the top floor of the hospital, they prefer his stall for breakfast and lunch and even for occasional evening snacks. His daily sale volume varies between 300 and 400 dosas, in which the demand for masala dosa is around 50 to 60%. Okay, let's do this one first. One day, Dileep, while walking through the hospital food court, sees a vacant spot. He wonders if he can shift his stall to that spot. Which of the following information will dissuade him the most? What do you mean by dissuade him? Make him not take action on those lines. Will dissuade him the most. Prevent him from doing something. Dissuade him the most from shifting his stall to the food court. Means which of the following will make him not shift to the food court. Okay, let's go to the options one by one. The food court has no other stall selling dosas. Means you should actually go there in that case. Right? Because if nobody is selling dosas, then you should go and sell dosas. So this will not dissuade him. Let's look at the next one. All the restaurants, the food court, except the fast food stalls sell North Indian meal during lunchtime. You're providing South Indian meal, right? So you might actually fill in that gap. So why should this dissuade him? Next one. On inquiry, he learned that the cheapest dish in the food court is priced at 200. I'll come to this point. Let's go to the other ones. The food court closes by 10:30 p.m. though his current stall is open till midnight. But if you see where this guy is primarily getting his customers, they come for breakfast and lunch and even for occasional evening snacks. So there is no mention of his doing a large chunk of his business post 10:30. So this doesn't look like a reason for him to not move there. Okay. Next one. The food court sees a daily footfall of about 5,000 people, which means more customers. Because currently you are making, you're able to sell 300 to 400 dosas. If you have a footfall of around 5,000 people coming to the food court, you actually have a better chance of making a better business there. Okay, now let's look at this one. On inquiry, you learned that the cheapest dish in the food court is priced at 200, which means people who go to that food court, go with an expectation of getting food at those prices, right? So generally prices are, let's say 200, 300, 250 and so on. Now this guy's price is 25 to 40 and on the basis of that pricing, he has built a clientele, right? Whoever is going there, all these people are going for breakfast, lunch, snacks, and all these guys. He has built that clientele on the basis of these pricing. Now, either he goes there and he starts looking like a cheap food stall because everybody is selling at 200 or above. He cannot just start selling at 25 rupees. It look like a cheap thing which is out of place for that food court. Or if he immediately raises his cost also to 200, 300 and so on, he might miss on the clientele that he has already built. So this could be the reason which will most dissuade him from going to the food stall. Is that clear? Okay, let's move to the next question. Dileep shifts his stall to the hospital food court. He prices his plain dosa at 40 and masala dosa at 60. However, 2 months on, he is serving only about 150 dosas per day. The clientele is mostly the same hospital staff members who has been his customers before he moved to the food court. Which of the following actions will best help Dileep in increasing his sales? The thing is, he is able to do only 150 dosas per day. He used to sell 300 to 400 earlier. The change is, okay, this 25 thing became 40, 41 became 60. Okay, let's see what actions he can take. Introduce a South Indian meal exclusively for the hospital staff members at a discounted rate of 40 per plate. Hospital staff members are anyway coming. Why would you give them a discount? Let's look at the other points. Reduce price by 20% for hospital staff and increase price by 50% for others. This is not a great option. You're trying to price differently for two different people, which is not a good option. Government can do it. Private businesses should not be doing it. Introduce a North Indian meal and give a discount of 20% to the hospital staff members. The hospital staff members are coming to you for South Indian meals. Introduce a North Indian meal and give a 20% discount. See, again, I would not go for this where you're giving a discount for hospital staff members. They're anyway coming to you. Right? Why do you want to give them a discount? You'll further decrease your revenue. Okay. So not a great option. Add more varieties of dosa at higher price points and reduce plain and masala dosa prices to 25 and 40. Okay, I'll tell you two reasons why this appeals to me. So you'll have to think, why did it come down to 150 from 300 to 400? Okay, one possibility is, see, because you already had a clientele. So even those guys are not coming there. Right? So one possibility is you increase your price. So one thing you can do is you decrease that price. Because you increase the price, it could have resulted in a lower set of people coming. The other reason is, as I said, I mean, this question follows the previous question in the regular exam. So as I said, these prices are still way below the prices that you have in that stall, in that food court. Okay, you would see that question coming before this question in the regular XAT exam, which says the food court price, right? So you are going and putting up a shop in a place where people expect certain prices and come, and they come to your shop and things are very cheap. Probably people are not trusting the food quality, right? So what you can do is, while not losing these guys who are regularly coming to you, so you bring down the price, get them back to something similar to this, so that you can at least grab these, and to pander to the crowd which generally comes to the food stall, you add new varieties of dosas at higher price. So you can pander to the regular crowd of that food stall and also your crowd which you had built over the years, who are expecting you to serve at a cheaper price. So that's why this is a very good option. And you cannot do that for the same variety. I mean, you cannot get the same dosa at two different prices. And people will think like, what the hell, why is this 25 and that is 200? So you have to change the variety, right? So add more varieties of dosas at higher price points so that the regular crowd who comes to the food court is satisfied, and bring down the dosa prices to what it used to be earlier, so that your regular customers, loyal customers who are there will also come. That's the best that he can do. Answer is option 4 for this question. Okay, let's move to the next one. On the first anniversary of his stall at the food court, Dileep reviews his customer base. Almost all of his customers are hospital staff members, though he wishes to serve the general visitors at the hospital. They avoid his stall. On inquiring, he deserves the visitors generally avoid his stall because it is majorly frequented by the hospital staff, giving it a feel of a staff canteen. Dileep realizes his best efforts have not given him any extra sales, and the visitors can potentially increase his revenue by a considerable amount. Which of the following options can best help Dileep in discouraging hospital staff members from visiting his stall while increasing his overall revenue? Two things: discourage hospital staff members to visit and increase your overall revenue. Okay, let's see. First one, appeal to the hospital management to give a space in the staff room where an exclusive dosa counter can be set up by Dileep. Okay, but why would they? Why will they encourage, why will they pander to these demands? Provide a discount to the hospital staff members who order on phone and deliver in their staff rooms. A brilliant idea, because you are not losing on the revenue that's already coming from the staff members, right? And it also incentivizes them. See, if you tell that I will come and deliver to your room itself, then they might not actually come to your stall, which in turn might not give it a feeling that it is a staff canteen. At the same time, you are protecting your revenue, which comes from those guys. This looks like a good option. Next one, request the hospital management to prohibit. Why? How will they prohibit hospital staff from entering the food court? That's a stupid idea. It will not work. Next, charge the hospital staff members a premium to offset the losses due to their presence. Like they will also stop coming. You will not even get your 150 dosas or whatever. So that will go off. Introduce a massive discount on price the next 2 months to increase the footfall. See, if this increase in footfall becomes more of staff members, then that's going to hurt you even more. You don't want too many staff members to be there so that you can start pulling the visitors as well. So increasing the footfall. If you give a discount, more staff members might actually turn up. So that's not a great option. So the best option we have is two things are being done here. One, you're protecting your current revenue. You're not letting those clients go. And you can request them, don't come here, but why will they not come? They want to come there. So you got to incentivize them with something so that they don't come. So you make it easy for them to get the food. How? You go and deliver to them. So that way, they are still your customers. You have that revenue stream coming in. At the same time, you don't give an impression as if it's a staff canteen. Okay. So that is the best you can go for.